Hey everybody, it's Sage and welcome back to my playthrough of Breath of Fire 3. Now, in the last episode, we beat that Aussie dolphin, which is still a weird thing to say out loud. And then we were told to go through Mount Zublo. Now, I do have to admit, this is actually my second time. Oh my god, I never lit my candle. I literally ran all the way to my car to grab lighters so I could light my candle before this recording because I got this nice, like, lilac candle. I didn't even light it, so I just now lit it. Things are good. We've got a lit candle. I do have to admit, this is my second time recording this episode. In the first round of recording this episode, terrible technical difficulties happened. Once in a lifetime, horrible things. So, that being said, let's just do a quick little peek, right? Just a little peek at what we got going on. Honestly, the only thing that really happened from the point where I saved and was able to recover my data was Gar got himself one more level and he learned, don't even worry, I'll show you, Fire Blast, which is flame attack versus all targets. It's actually completely useless in the area that we're going to be going to, but you know, it's a thing, it's there, it is there. Alright, so then over here is a shrine. This shrine, at this point in the game where we are right now, means absolutely nothing to us. This will be important later, which isn't now. So just keep that in the back of your head. Just store it in that back little pocket of your brain where you keep all the weird stuff and shove that right in there. That'll be good. Hello, sir. There's supposed to be some kind of monster in the passage that feeds off fire, and legend says that whoever defeats it will gain great power. That's interesting. Hello. If you're going to use the passage, be careful of the lava. When you come talk to this guy the first time, which I already did on my failed recording, and I apologize, he's just like, oh my god, you got a pass from the guild? Go right on in, buddy. He doesn't say exactly like that, but he does say it kind of like that. So, we will continue on our way to Mount Zublo. If you go to the left, it's actually the normal passage, how you could normally get through here. That being said, it's covered in lava, just like they told us. What a shock. Yeah, no, we're not super surprised about that one. So, we're going to come right over here to the actual cave. Hello, cave. And welcome to Mount Zublo, the dungeon. I suggest having a normal formation with Ryu and Gar. Oh, wow. You're not with my time, lizard man. Alright, we are back. What I ended up running back and doing, but I just did it off camera because there's no reason to bring you guys for that. I bought 40 healing herbs, 20 vitamins, so we are good there. So let's continue through Mount Zublo. There's a couple new enemies we want to run into. There's a couple skills that we can learn actually in this place. So lots to do, lots to see. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Are we going to get a new encounter now or just more lizard men? Here's a new encounter, Lava Man. He is very similar to the Tar Man that we saw way back in the beginning of the game, but stronger and fire elemental. So if you want to kill it extremely quick, use Ice Blast on it. Just murder him. It's fine. One hit KO. They can be semi-annoying later, and I think that they can use like flare or something that doesn't matter. As you can see, when you run on that lava, ouch, yeah, it's gonna hurt you, so be ready for that. There's a really good, oh no, we're getting a battle while I'm hurt. Well, oops, I let Ryu die in that one. My bad, because he was so injured, and I was like, I can kill them before healing up. That was a lie. I could not heal them before healing up. I mean, kill them before healing up. But there's the asbestos armor. So I actually want to throw that up here on Mr. Ryu. It is not necessarily... Well, actually, hold on. I'm going to do something different this time. I'm going to give the asbestos armor to Gar. Now, it's not technically better, but it does resist flame, and flame is very prominent in this place, as you can tell. Another thing that I did do off screen that I guess I should mention is right next to the item shop, there's that one little building with a cross on it. Not sure if you noticed that or not, but those are just like those shots that we saw in Windia. Super minimal effects, like I explained when we were in Windia. But if you wanted to go ahead and get flame block on everybody, it couldn't hurt. So I went and did that. It was like 120 a piece, whatever. Like I said, minimal, but yeah, maybe worth it. Who knows? Wow, this lava man is barely hanging on. How dare you do that to me, sir? All right. Nina and Gar are both up close to getting levels. Did I miss anything over this way? I did. I think this is a huge item too. No, it's only 800 zenny. Well, only 800 zenny is big. And actually, if you look, our money, we're sitting at 6,100 right now, almost 6,200. And that might seem like, oh my God, we're richer than we've ever been before. We're so rich. Money, money, money. That's a lie, okay? We need as much money as we can get our dirty little hands on. So make sure to save what you can. Get items. I mean, don't screw yourself. Oh, here is a new enemy with these guys. Let's go ahead and jolt. Let's focus on the lizard man, and then we can take him out. But I guess this is a good time to talk about Vulcan. As you can see, he doesn't have mystery HP because I've killed him once before because, like I said, we kind of went a little bit through here. Now, interesting thing about Vulcan, he does have an ability for us to learn. But for the most part, he's just going to sit there like a big old rock in the ground because he's pretty much a rock in the ground. That being said, to get him to use his ability, well, to make him active, to make him, you know, worth a shit, you gotta use something fire on him, and then he will begin to move. When he begins to move, then he will use the skill. Now, this is totally worth doing. It's a little bit out of your way. Do it, though. Vulcan begins to move. Because it's absolutely 110,000% worth it to get this ability. This is a good ability. That's just him attacking. But yeah, he will literally defend every single turn unless you use something fire on him. So, oh, there it is, Lava Burst, and Nina learned it first turn, dude. Lava Burst is a fire attack versus all targets, which is an element that Nina doesn't have access to. So it's good that she learned it, but even more important is I like to give this move to Momo. Actually, Momo only has Quake, which she does not have a lot of like different elements under her disposal, where Nina has Ice Blast and she has Jolt and she has Typhoon. So I usually end up giving Lava Burst to Momo, and it's actually really good on her because Momo's magic is nothing to be laughed at. Now, another thing I guess I should talk about, these Vulcans, literally the only way to kill them is Ice Blast. I've used Frost Strike on them, and it still does 0. Like, it's a little ridiculous. So make sure Nina has her AP, and make sure she's here, because you need yourself some Ice Blast. Oh, actually, Rio was able to cut him and made a complete liar out of me. I wonder if I can kill it with Frost this time. Okay, Rio just cut him right there. Usually they always hit 0, so I don't... Maybe it's because I made him active? That would make sense. That he can take damage now. Ooh, Nina level 16. And she learned the all-powerful lightning. That is the next tier of like lightning against all spells, just like Jolt. So it's pretty much just a stronger, better Jolt for 7 AP cost. It's not the worst in the world. I mean, she has 90. So that is what it is. So let's continue this way. There's one item in here. If you don't get any of the other items, make sure you get this item that I'm about to get, because it's actually, you know, absolutely 100% necessary. Little more experience for us, not bad. Oh, we picked up another vitamin. That's always great. Always wonderful. Nothing. How about this way? That is confusion gas. So if you get hit by that, whoever gets hit by it is going to be completely confused. It's awful. Just don't do it, okay? That was just a lizard man and a lizard, becoming semi-old news at this point. I wouldn't say completely old news, but kind of old news, yeah. A little bit old news. Hold on, let me check something. Is this the part where... Let's look. Yes, this is the way to go. So we do want to go down here. This is the item I'm talking about, down this hill. Super easily missed because it's like, oh my gosh, there's confusion gas and there's a big old hill and maybe I don't... Oh, really? My timing's going to be way off now. We're going to get hit with confusion. Lit. We're so close to level 15 with Gar. Okay, can we avoid all the... Oh, we got some confusion, but it's not bad. The Ring of Fire. Yes, so what this does is it makes you absorb any fire damage that come at you. I'm actually gonna give this to Ryu because he is a strong boy. Let's go ahead and give the bat amulet to Nina solely because she has nothing else. So it's like, I feel bad for her, kind of. Let's see. Do I have anything? Panacea, that'll work. Thank you. Because I'm sick of being confused. So, Lich, if Ryu gets hit with anything fire, elemental, he will straight up get healed. It's insane. It's wonderful. It breaks this area. We love it. Alright, so we're going to run over to this way now. This isn't the way to continue. There is one more thing in this cave that you really want to make sure you get your hands on. Another Vulcan. Nothing too difficult. There's actually a gene in this place, yeah. There it is. Do you see it taunting us? It's down on the ground though, so we're gonna have to figure out a way to get our booties over there. Nice. Gar, 8 experience from level 8. Why must you torture me so? That is the question. Ooh, and there's a chest there. So when you see this big hill, I really wanted to call it a hump, but I was like, that's a dumb thing to call it. Down there is the way to actually go. Up here is the way to items. Might as well show off. Look at Vulcan's thick with 2 C's booty. Look at that booty. Yeah, I don't know why they have that on this rock. Such a massive, obvious booty. But there's a rock booty for you, so. Gar, you've leveled to 15. Hell yeah, brother. He got 11 points of HP from that level up. That is the kind of level that Gyato gives you. And that's why a lot of people put Ryu under Gyato, because the HP and the AP really affects the dragon forms. Which I won't lie to you. That's a smart strat. I do often put Ryu on Gyato post Bunyan. Alright. Ryu hears the voice of the brood sealed within the chrism. We find the miracle gene. Lit. Super good gene to have. We'll show that off later. And then you want to get this item over here, Flame Talons. Those are for Pico. We don't have Pico with us, but if you did bring Pico with you in here, don't equip those right now because everything is fire elemental. And so Pico will do the opposite of what you want and actually run around healing everything. It's an issue. Nice, and as you can tell, we're getting some experience in here, so I guess I should have explained prior to going in here the reason that I wanted to bring Nina and Gar. Not only did we bring Momo and Pico in the last area, so I wanted to switch things up a little bit, but also they are both under Masters where they have a lot of good skills to learn. So I want, honestly, just get away from me, Lizardman. They both are under Masters that I still want to learn some really good skills from, so them leveling up and going towards those Masters is no issue for me. Plus, Gar really didn't, oh, it's this hill. This hill is the one I was telling you about. This is the big hill. If you go up, it's the boss. If you go down, it's an item. Just make sure you get all the items here. There's a wisdom fruit right there, and I'm literally probably about to use it. Just because Nina's AP is literally almost out, and I'm going to be relying on her in this next boss fight, so let's go ahead and heal up because, spoiler, there's a boss coming up in 2 seconds. So get your booties ready, okay? Let's look for AP. Looking for that AP. This raises max AP, but that's not healing AP like I want. You only heal 5. That's stupid. I guess I'm gonna have to use the wisdom fruit. That's fine. Whatever. There's an opportunity, actually, in the fairy village, because we've heard of it. I kind of spoiled it because we went and saved the fairies. But later, there's a building that we can construct that sells us wisdom fruit. So I literally am not too worried about them. All right, let's make sure. Actually, oh my gosh, I'm about to do so many stupid things. Tactics, form. Let's go ahead and do it in the attack form with Rio up front. He has that ring of fire, so literally anything fire will be healing him. Plus, it's good to keep Nina and Gar guarded, you know? Hello? A drooling old man? So you followed me this far, have you? Who? What is it, sir? We need to get to Angel Tower. Yeah. I know. I owe it to all who sleep in the tower. I can't let it end like this. I can hear them. The angry voices of the dead. They call out to me. You can't get me. I'll avenge them all. This man's lost his mind. He's crazy. Heed me, Skylar. Heed me, Cherry Bodis. Die! So yes, here is the next boss. Geeson, Cherub, and Skyla. There's a lot to uncan here in this battle, but let's start off with the fact that Scarab and Skyla are obviously both fire elemental, but that being said, they have an ability to teach us, and we're going to want to try to snag that. So I'm going to have Nina examine that one. I'm going to have Gar examine this one. I'm going to have Ryu actually spend the AP and cast Shield on everybody just to give us a little bit of extra wiggle room because it's going to be a while. Keeson defends, and that one just attacks. So that's unfortunate. But like I said, they do have an ability that they can teach us. We want to use shield because their normal attacks really do hurt. And if they use any, they're obviously, because we're in the attack position, they're going to be attacking Ryu the most. So we'll have you examine. Ryu can go ahead and start trying to steal. So these two guys, Geeson and Cherub, both have something worth stealing. I mean, Cherub and Skyla. Geeson literally has a magician rod. It's not worth stealing in this fight, in my opinion. It takes too much time and luck and all those things that we straight up don't have. So let's try and learn what we can here. Sleep. That's annoying. Ryu has the dream ring though, so that'll help him there. I'm just worried about the other two. Ugh, they both fell asleep. That's annoying. They're not using their fire moves either, which is also annoying. Yes, we grabbed the power food from him first turn. Listen, guys, that's lucky duckies. Alright, Skyla, let's try to steal from you now. Geeson defends a lot of the time, but then he'll use annoying moves. Oh, these guys do have Snap. If you haven't learned Snap yet for some reason, feel free to learn it from them. There it is, Wall of Fire. That's the move that we're trying to learn. It is a single targeting level 2 fire elemental. Now, I will admit to you, if you don't want to do this, if you're not going for 100%, you can skip out on Wall of Fire, to be honest. There's a point to learn it later, but if you get Lava Burst from the Vulcan, just like we did, that's a level 3 fire spell against all. So it's really better than Wall of Fire in every way possible. So, but you can kind of split it up. What I actually really like to do is I like to keep Wall of Fire on Nina if I can, because she doesn't have... I mean, she has Simoon, but that's kind of old news at this point. So it's a decent single targeting fire elemental. And then I give Lava Burst to... Ooh, yes, we got the other power food. So let's go ahead and heal you. Let's examine you. And Ryu, I think it's time to Ascension. So, the Miracle grants a large form. I don't want to use it in this battle. And I'll tell you why, because I'm trying to learn... I'm trying to learn skills. I'm trying to steal and all that good stuff. And it makes all 3 of your party members warp into one giant behemoth. It's really cool, but not today. The best thing to use against this is something Frost Elemental, because Frost is super effective against him, obviously. I like to use Defender, since he's up front, and Miracle to pump him up. But honestly, I might just use Thorn. just to save some AP and skip on the defender. This actually might be a terrible idea that bites me in the ass. Like if he turns, I don't have all of the genes memorized or the certain combinations because you can do 2 or 3 or 1, but you're going to turn into a whelp. If this turns into something shitty like the whelp, I'm going to be upset. Wall of Fire, he's using it on, he used the one that we're watching, used it, and Gar straight up just sat there like an idiot. So that's cool. So let's examine you. Gar, you can heal yourself. And then Ryu, I kind of want to focus and kill one of these guys. Kill the Cherub up there. And then just kind of really examine the last one, because we've stolen everything I want to steal at this point. Do not attack Gar again. Okay, good. I was like, that will be straight messed up. I do like Gar's item usage animation. I think that's really cool. How he just snaps his fingers. But yeah, that does 296 to that man, so that's wild. Nina, examine him. Gar, examine him, just to then, like, get our chances better. But we'll just keep focusing on that Cherub, because then once I kill him, oh, do not, oh good, I thought he was going to confuse Ryu. Honestly, if you confuse Gar, it's not the end of the world. It wouldn't be my favorite. I'd prefer if you didn't. You did, though. Of course you did. Gar, don't hit the old man yet. We're not going for him yet. You silly goose. Why aren't you using the ability I want you to? Nina, go ahead and give Gar a hand, because he's confused, he needs healing, it's just an issue. We'll continue frost clawing this man for as long as we can until we're out of dragon form. Then we'll just ice blast him with Nina and kill him. Because like I said, then I'll just focus on one of the other snakes to learn Wall of Fire. Wall of Fire is such a pain in the butt to learn, but it's worth it. Nina got her little defense down like she needs that in her life. Way to miss, confused Gar. Shame on you. 348, Ryu, let's go. I'm literally, because it's going to be beneficial. This is why you keep the Seabream around for 5 AP, because it takes 7 AP from each turn. We're at 5. That'll literally give us 1 extra turn. So, your boy isn't complaining right now. That'll give the dragon 1 more turn to do some damage. Like, I'm okay with that. The old man does do Vitalize, which is annoying, but I'm pretty sure if you kill the old man first, the battle just ends, and that's not what we're looking for. We still have an ability to learn. There's Wall of Fire, but honestly, nobody was watching him this time. That poor dragon, because he's Frost Elemental, that really hurt. And it doesn't account for our Ring of Fire for some reason. Oh, nice. So we killed that one. That's really good for us, actually. So you can go ahead and use a vitamin. Gar, watch him. Ryu, use Frost Claw for your last turn and do some damage. I guess I don't know why I used the vitamin on the dragon, because the Ryu's HP and the dragon's HP don't directly correlate, but it just makes me feel better. I don't know. I get paranoid sometimes. Snap is not what we're looking for at this time. Frostclaw that man. Good damage. Ryu will go back. And at this point, I'm literally just watching him with everybody. And that old man can stop his crab. Wow. He uses it. And literally none of you learn it. Fools. That thing does some heavy damage. I actually feel like our shield might have worn off. So here's what we're doing this turn. And honestly, Nina should have healed herself a while ago. You heal yourself. Gar, examine him. Ryu, shield again. Just because I feel like when he hits us, he's doing some hard damage. Now, but at this point, we pretty much have it, because only that one thing, the Skyla, is really doing damage to us. I mean, really. He's the only one hurting us. Wall of Fire. Oh, we didn't learn it. That does nothing to Gar, because he has asbestos armor and the flame block on. So it's like, the only thing that Wall of Fire could hurt, well, the only person, I guess I shouldn't call her a thing, the only person that Wall of Fire could hurt right now is Nina. So we aren't too worried about that. He seems to like attack and then Wall of Fire every turn. If this takes too long, I'll probably end up fast forwarding it and getting straight to the murder part. But let's give it one more turn before we fast forward. One more good one. One more wall of fire that escapes our grasp, then I'll just fast forward. Snap. That's not what we were looking for. Finally, somebody learned Wall of Fire. Gosh dang, that took forever. Hopefully your luck is a little bit better than mine, but at least we learned it. So now to the murdering part. At this point, we're feeling pretty good. Ice Blast does some heavy damage on these boys. Like, let's see, where's she sitting right now? 140? I mean, that is nothing to laugh at. That old man used all of his AP using Vitalize repeatedly because we were just examining repeatedly, and it was just an issue. So now he's useless. Ryu's slashing for 120. I mean, he's a monster. Ryu's an absolute house. So now at this point, it's just down to simple murder. I like to kill the Skyla first. And like I said, if you want to spend the time to steal the Magician Rod after you kill these two guys from Keeson, I guess you can. But like, what is the Magician Rod going to do you? That's just a weapon that Nina already has. Like, it's not worth it. I guess you could sell it if you're really desperate for money. But at this point in the game with the Masters and stuff, I literally would rather grind for money than sell stuff. Because we could use a couple levels on some people. Pico, specifically Gar, could use some levels when I think about it. So, and I'd like to get more masters learned because there's another master coming up. Little things like that. Yeah, I guess this is a little bit harder. We just want to do that. So, when we are short on money, because it's not if, it'll be when, because there's some very expensive things coming up that we absolutely want to get. Like, I mean absolutely. I do not skip out on it. I mean, we'll see when we get there. I'll give you guys the fair warning. Finally, Skyla, you're dead. Alright, let's go ahead and Ice Blast you. Geeson, it is time for you to die, old man. We don't know why you're attacking us in this random volcano, and honestly, we don't really care why. You're rude. Oh, wow. What a miss, Gar. 134 from Ryu. Like, literally 134 from Ryu. He's a monster. But yeah, this boss battle can get difficult if you let it get out of hand. But as long as you can just kind of keep up on it, and like I said, kill one of them and then try to, well, after you steal from it, then kill one and then just examine the one. I mean, it kind of makes it boring. It takes a longer time than if you were trying to examine them both at the same time. But you don't want this battle to get out of hand for you. Absolutely bring Ninik as Ice Blast. Absolutely do the Frost Dragon thing. Your third party member could really be anyone. Could be Momo, Pico, or Gar. And I still think you are pretty okay in this battle. You just have to plan it right. And absolutely, if you bring Pico, do not have those Flame Talons on him because it will heal them. I think fire still does damage to Geeson, but really, after a while, Geeson is absolutely no threat. And there we go, 500 experience. That's enough to push Ryu over the edge. He's level 19 and has learned Raise Dead, which is pretty much exactly what you think it is. It's a revive spell. Heck yes, 1,000 Zenny, that's pretty sick. But yes, we killed a random old man who thought we were following him. There's a chest right over here. Don't miss it, you silly goose. It's right here. It's a life shard, so it's just nice to have. Get you. Really, there's a battle right before we leave. one last Vulcan had to show us his big booty, and oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm literally just going to get into one more battle because she's 3 experience away from leveling up. Might as well just polish that off. Are you kidding? There we go, just to finish that off. She's level 17. Lit. Alright, so we just run through here and everything's hunky-dory. Lit. So now we are in the Irken region. Irken! So, we will be exploring that in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Breath of Fire 3. Make sure to smash that like button, show your support for the series. It always means a lot. Subscribe to the channel so you can see more content like this as soon as I put it up. I've been uploading daily for like over a month now, so I'm pretty proud of that. I will see you guys in the next episode.